Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video tonight about the AK-47 or AK variants, the bolt carrier tail. This bolt carrier tail, you used to never really hear about it, but nowadays it seems to be a topic of hot conversation. A lot of people do their tests on the AK and they revolve it around the wear on the tail. I've seen in countless forums people talking about the wear on the tail, the bolt carrier tail, the tail, right? And listen, I'm not an expert by any means, guys, but I just wanted to offer a different perspective on the bolt carrier tail and tell you why I don't think you should be as worried about it as you might be. So a lot of these new rifles come and they have, pristine, brand new bolt carrier, right? Because it's a new rifle that was made in the USA or maybe brand new by a former COMBLOC country. And people think that as soon as they get so many rounds in it, when the back of the bolt carrier tail, which is this portion back here, right? As soon as it starts to get a little bit of peening or rounding over, there's a lot of people that would have you believe that that's a problem. And again, I'm not trying to say I know more than those people, but I'm going to offer you a little bit of evidence to show why I don't think it's a problem. So here's what I have. I have a Zastava M72 parts kit. This is a true Yugo. So this is a matching parts kit. Here's your trunnion right here. Zastava, Yugoslavia. You can see the serial number 72273, made in 1983, right? So the parts I'm about to show you come from this same kit. I have the rest of the box behind me. But let's look at the butt stock first. Just looking at the stock, we can instantly tell not only is this matching, but this gun's been used. This is not one of the unissued surplus rifle kits. I have a few of those too, but I picked this one purposely because this rifle was actually used by the former Yugoslavian military. Alright. Now from the same kit, here's my carrier assembly. And pardon me with my webcam, but I'm going to do the best I can to get it to focus, and we're going to look at the tail. Now this is not a beat up kit, guys. This kit's fully serviceable. This kit's actually in great shape. Perfect kit to build your gun off of. Just want to say that first and foremost. As we come into the tail here, get it to focus a little bit. There we go. Look what this bolt carrier tail has done. It's peened. You can see the kind of smashed in tip here. As we come around, see that sharp lip there? This bolt carrier tail has peening on it. This is a real deal military issue Yugoslavian RPK assembly. So with that said, guys, look, here's what happens. People that get caught up in this tail, I'm worried that they've either never had a true COMBLOC AK build in their hands or an actual used parts kit. And since I have one, to show you guys, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Now, I guess there's going to be some far-reaching scenario where if it kept peening back and back and back, well, of course, that's going to be a problem. But here's what happens. Two things. When this gun's firing on its initial break-in, it's going to find and mate up with the curvature of the hammer, right? That's what makes contact with this. And it's going to basically mate itself to it to the shape of contact. So that's going to happen, and it's going to find its shape that it wants to keep. Another thing is also going to happen is it's constantly making contact. There's what's called work hardening. So the metal's work hardening itself as it's making contact hundreds and then eventually thousands of times. Any typical kit that I take apart and look at basically looks like this, guys. There's definitely some peening on the tail. Nothing so drastic that the tail's missing, but you can see that lip there. This is considered to be a peened bolt carrier tail. And I'm not worried about it at all. Don't take any gunsmithing advice from me, guys. I'm not a gunsmith. Build at your own risk. However, I'm showing you a real deal COMBLOC kit of a machine gun that was in perfectly working service when it was demilled. This kit looks perfectly fine, and it's going to make an excellent build, guys. Another thing too here, I don't know if it's going to be able to get the focus, but if you look on the front of this lug, you can see little scallop marks in there from like a little grinding. There we go, right there. And that goes back to another myth, that these guns are not hand fitted. The AKs are absolutely hand fitted, and it's perfectly acceptable with a file for the builder to do a little bit of teeny fine tuning to make sure that everything meets upright. This is something com-block countries have been doing for years. They've been doing it since the beginning of time with the AK, guys, and I've seen this also on countless bolts. Another misconception that we see a lot. And real quick here, if anyone's going to say, well, you know, hey, that's a Yugo, Yugos are junk, which I'm here to tell you they're not. But if you think they're junk, I'll show you another one real quick too. So this is a Romanian. It has nothing in common at all with the Yugo I just showed you. This is actually an AKMS variant, specifically model 65. Not from the same country. This is more of an AK, if you will, versus an RPK, right? And let's see if I can get my camera to show you guys real briefly. But this tail also has some peening on it. Nothing bad, but see those little nicks and everything in there? You can see that actually it's focusing pretty good. There's actually little nicks in the end of it. A little bit of peening. This rifle's fine, guys. This is also an all-matching parts kit. Let me see if I can get it to pick up that this carrier and trunnion have the same serial number there. There we go. So I just showed you guys from 2 different countries. Oh, there goes the dust cover. It's all good. It can take it. Anyways, guys, I just showed you 2 different countries. I showed you the peening on the famous tail that we all hear about, and I'm not worried about it at all. So you can decide if you want to be concerned. I just wanted to show you in case you've never seen an actual military-issued demilled parts kit gun. Just wanted you guys to see some close-ups of that because no one's really showing you that side of things. All people are doing is taking these brand new rifles. After they put a few rounds to them, they show you how the tail's starting to peen a little bit. And I'm just afraid that's going to get a lot of people nervous for no good reason. So it's up to you. If you guys don't want to build on these kits, that's fine. I'm not telling you you have to, but these are the best in my opinion. True military parts kit builds. So, and the peening's perfectly normal. And it's totally fine. So now, if you guys have any opinions on this, or if this is the first time you've actually seen somebody show a true, you know, military used guns carrier tail, let me know. And if you guys want to see any more, I can pop on and do a part 2 and probably pull AKs out from 10 different countries and show you guys that they pretty much all peen the tails after they've actually been used. So hopefully that helps clear up a little bit for you guys. And like I said, don't sweat the bolt carrier tail. It's really not that big of a deal. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.